Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good lifetime. Hello, everyone. How are we? How's it going? The spirit, just not the dumpy. God. I'm sure many people can commiserate with you. So sorry about that. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my mic. Should it be Did you see the announcement trailer for the new Rusty? Like, I didn't see the trailer, but I did see like them posting a bunch of stuff. So I haven't watched the trailer yet. Good morning, everyone. Hi. I can loan the dumpy. I put my dumpy on loan. It's checked out right now. Ayo. Good morning. So it doesn't show up on camera as well. That's good. But in the mirror, there's like a mark right here. Anyways. Oh, wait. I need to turn that timer off. We are still sponsored by them, but not today. And I'm so bummed because I wanted to show all I literally took 3 hits in the first half of 4v4 because it just goes in halves. But the cameras weren't on until like almost the end of the first half. And I'm so sad about it because I can't even show you guys what happened. There we go. Lunch is in a box next to me. What are you eating? So basically in one of them, I was going into the corner to try to go and get the puck. And the guy literally just like checked me and just like plowed into me, and it was aggressive. Oh, my cat. That makes sense. I was like, why is your lunch in a box? In your lunchbox? You should just eat it. What's it doing sitting in the box? But he checked me, and I think he ended up getting a roughing call or something. But yeah, I was skating away from it, and the ref was like, "Are you good?" Because he didn't even try to stop. Thank you. Thank you. The eyeliner is doing its best. It's doing its best today. But yeah, then that happened, and then I was chasing another person, and they kind of turned, and I looked up, and we both kind of saw each other too late and ran into each other, and then 5 seconds later, I got plowed over again. Literally, it was right after that, and I was like, "You guys, I might just stay on the ice maybe. I think I might just stay down. I think I might stay down right now." So I'm like really beat up today. But that's okay. That's okay. Dude, I don't know what it was. There was something on the ice that like just any type of collision, it was forcing it to me. It's been a while since I've had like big hits, I feel like. But oh my God. I had to just like sit for a moment. I'm like, just need to skate better, I guess. I don't know. Bamboo, thank you so much for 26 months with that prime. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you're having a wonderful lurk. Have a good day at work. Oh, also, I should have made like a special screen for the advice today, but I didn't. So, not to alarm everyone, but I have good news. Share. Give us the good news right now. Also, thank you so much for the 35 stream streak. Destiny, thank you so much for the 3 stream streak. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the good news. Rough week. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm happy to have you here. Like, you're telling me you didn't already have it ready to copy paste and put in here? What is going on? Just kidding. Me actively knowing that a majority of my community has anxiety, me constantly pushing the edge of that anxiety. I'm not kidding, like, come on! We need the good news! We need it! Damn, y'all, I'm trying my best. So as you may or mayn't remember, I went through an interview process for a company back in the spring, but didn't get the position despite good feedback. Well, I reached back out a couple weeks ago and had an interview last week, and as of yesterday, I got an official job offer! Let's go! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Always follow up, you guys. Fantastic news! Let's freaking go! Obviously, following up doesn't always lead to something, but I'm so proud of you for following up, like, and reaching back out, especially after you're like, I did well. Like, it went well. Because things change, and they'll remember if you were good, you know? I'm so happy for you. So hopefully you start soon. You get to go back into the workforce. Let's go. Also, you guys, Moosh finished the coffee today, but ordered some, and it should be here. But I'm like, it should be here between 2 and 6 or something. And I'm like, can I wait that long to make coffee? Or should I order something? But also, I don't want to order stuff because that's bad too. It's 2 and 6. It's 11:30. Stay strong. Stay strong. Ugh, I have beans. I technically have beans too. Ooh, I could do that. I just don't have the quick stuff. I could make a pour over. That would just take a little bit. What was the hack from TikTok? A game on my Steam wishlist just released. Either wait or make a pour over, yeah. A pour over is gonna take like 10 minutes, I feel like. So I'll wait. I'll wait. I got this. I can do this. You've already paid for delivery? Yeah. Well, Moosh did. Pinched her eyebrow with her claw clip to relieve the pressure somehow. So I just pinched my brow really hard for a bit and it was almost instant relief. Oh, that's crazy. Trying to wake up to fix my sleep schedule. Good morning. Good morning. We're here. And we're going to be doing a special stream today. Now go and do a little pour over, and then by the time we start, it'll be done. Well, I just have to, like, I have to grind beans up and everything. That's why it's going to take a bit, because I have to grind up the beans, and then I have to do everything. Who up grinding they beans? Not this morning. I just made coffee. You know what? I should do it. You guys enjoy some music for a little moment. Oh no, I could get you like a an on stream game or something. Forever kind of requires you to stand and watch. Yeah, only if I want it to turn out good though. I kind of just need like caffeine. So if it's overdone or whatever, then that's fine. I just need to make some. What am I looking for? Words on stream. We'll do this. I will make sure that the music is off. Sound effects are on. Um, is this big enough? Can you guys see that or no? Like, is that big enough for you guys to play? Or is it too small? Yes, I think so. Okay, cool. Okay, I did my duty. I'll be right back. Looks okay on mobile? Okay, perfect. Miss it? Oh, shit. Oh, damn. Okay. Coming back and just saying all caps, Chad! Chad! Ooh, shadow. So the question mark is a W, which you guys have already found out. I'm catching up. I'm catching up. I'm there. I guess you can't do 2 H's. Hods. Hods is a word? What does Hods mean? What's Hods? At the buzzer. Here, we can do one more. Am I still second? Because you're just... Aha! 69! Ha More than one Hod. Oh, I wish I knew. I wish I would have understood what's odds with you. So the H is fake? H is fake. H is fake. You guys are so fast. What they should do is they should make the hidden letter and the fake letter the same. It'd be stupid. Ooh, torta. It didn't take the torta, though. Torta. Nom, 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 nom. Look at you guys go. I'm always so impressed when you guys get, like, the huge freaking word immediately. Why do they have a lot? Oh. Carrot? Taro? I'm surprised we didn't get that earlier. Dun, 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 dun. Nice job, you guys. Try. Ooh, right there at the end. We only missed one word. That's crazy. I clearly did a lot of work there. Happy to carry the team. Sorry, I will end this. I just really, really like words on stream. I really love word games. Dun, dun, dun. Ah, where did it go? Oh, I fucked it up. Never mind. We don't play anymore. It's gone. What happened? Did it go backwards? It's still there. We're good. We're good. Keep going. Yeah. Beep, beep, beep. We're doing good. I'm sorry. I threw us off. Is the H fake again? Oh, it's because they're short. I'm doing too short. Is it broken? It might be broken. I think it's broken. Well, there we go. Sorry, guys. I don't know what I hit that it made it go backwards. Yeah, there weren't any 4-letter words, but it wasn't taking any of the bigger ones either. Dun, 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 dun. All right, let me open up this form. Oh my god, we have so many responses! Oh wait, I can go through them separately. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Okay. Sorry, I'm clicking through things right now. It should be starting middle of next month, pending all the pre-employment checks and everything. Let's go! I know I submitted more than one, but I only really need you to yell at me about egg. I'll get through. I think I should get through all of them. I think there's like 10 responses, which is more than I thought there would be. So thank you. I also need to make sure. Okay, so I don't think anyone gave an audio submission. It just made a folder for me to look at audio submissions if they so chose. Okay, we're here, we're here, we're here. All right. Are you guys ready for some aggressive advice? I don't even know if it'll be aggressive. I just only knew to call it aggressive just because apparently I'm not soft in how I give people advice and such. So So that's all that is. That's all that is. I don't think I'm actually that aggressive. I think people are weak. Can't even stress how relieved I am. It's also like a good job with salary and benefits. Let's go! Hell yeah! It's like that good job. Okay. So I'm thinking I might make a silly little screen. I think it's going to be stupid. Let's do this live on air. I love stupid scenes. I like how I always have so many options to do this at literally any other time in my life, but I always choose right now. Got it. It's not even like a fun screen. I'm literally just going to have a text box and then myself so that I can copy and paste what you guys have said. It's so simple. Then I need to do this. It also is really good because it makes it look like I'm asking the question. It honestly is kind of great meme format. Not that I was meaning to do that, but wait. looks like I'm asking questions at this point. How do I make friends as an adult, you guys? I'm quizzing you guys. Also, I'm not laughing at the advice thing. I'm laughing at how this looks. And I think I'm going to keep it, honestly. However, I am going to switch sides. Alignment, we're gonna go center, center. And I'm gonna put it into a highly legible font. I don't know if that's highly legible, but it's there. Also, when I go to that scene, there's still music, right? Yeah, good. Okay. We should be good. I don't have chat, though. We need chat. We're making the scene literally live right now, and that's a mistake. It's a mistake to do this currently. But it hasn't stopped me before, baby. Uh-oh, I've lost the scene. I found it. I found it. Bro, I'm so bad at my job. It's crazy. Adult written in Comic Sans is so funny to see. All right. Let's see. We have our alerts on this side. We have chat is showing up. We have the question right there. We have my camera. I don't think we need anything else. I think we're good. I think this is good, maybe. Me when I'm acting and I lose the scene. Distant music while the question is on screen is so funny. The thing is that, like, I feel like we need the. Do you guys want the music off? Should we have no music? I mean, apparently it's a very dyslexic. It is a dyslexic friendly font, but there is also humor with that, you know? A little music is better. Okay, cool. Thank you. No, it's funny. Just keep. Okay, cool. I mean, goofy but aggressive. I just turn on like the Undertale soundtrack, but only the fight music. Okay, let's be honest. I had no plan on how this is gonna go. We open the doors and then we see what happens, and that's what we're doing today. Okay, everyone, that's what we're doing. We are seeing what happens. We are opening the door. We are seeing what happens. Okie dokie. Because nothing has to be perfect for you to just do it. You can just do it. And that's what we're doing, is we're just doing it. So, if you guys are unaware of what is happening today, I'm not speaking well today. That's what we first have found out. Second, I opened up a sheet where people could put in questions, basically like a column, like an advice column, I guess, like old school magazines and everything. They might still do them. But now I'm going to read through the questions and things that you have come to me for help on, and I'm going to give you responses. I have not read through all of them. I've read through a couple just to make sure like things were coming in. But we have a good 10 right now. You can add to it if you want. I don't know how long this will take because y'all know I can yap for literally the rest of my life. Let me find this. Here we go. Copy. Advice submissions. There you go. You should be able to submit there if you want to. You do not have to. Okie dokie. Let's freaking start. You come to me with your problems and I come to you with suggestions. I would like to start this off with I am not a professional. I merely have very strong opinions. I'm not always right. Some like to tell me I disagree, but that's okay because everyone lives different lives. You do not have to take this seriously. It's supposed to be a fun, goofy time. Some seriousness might come out, but we're also just here to have a good, silly, goofy time and let me yell at things. Okie dokie? Fuck yes. Oh, yeah, coffee. I've already done multiple. Yes, if you want to submit multiple, feel free. Very first question we have here is from Anonymous. It says, how do I make friends as an adult? The craziest thing is you asking me that, but I will tell you. I will tell you. I feel like making friends in general as an adult isn't the difficult part. It's making like deep, deep friendships, you know? But to start off, you have to make the original connection, right? So I highly recommend like going and signing up for some sort of hobby thing, whether it's like joining a team sport at like a local gym or whether it's like joining like a crochet club or a book club or anything. You can often find a lot of things in like your community centers. Go to your library. There's a lot of different things there. Thank you, Wisp. Thank you, Wisp. Go to a local shop, go to your local library. The library I'm suggesting, one, because you should always support your local library, but also they probably have signs for different events that are going on. Get involved in your community. Go to a farmer's market, go to a bookstore, go to a game shop, go to the zoo. Like, you can only actually start connecting and meeting other people if you give yourself those opportunities to meet those people. Obviously, going to work, you can make work friends, and those can get into like deeper friendships and such, but genuinely you're going to do the best if you get out of your comfort zone. You have to leave your house. I mean, you can have online friends and everything, which are good, but there's a different thing. There's a different thing about like having people in your local space. So I highly recommend, you don't have to go to like a bar or anything, but you got to get out there. Unfortunately, I've been seeing a lot recently, and to have friendship, you have to sacrifice. Like, friendship is not convenience at all. You have to inconvenience yourself for good friendship. And that means like doing things you don't want to do, like maybe going out to a party, maybe going scared to a new thing, like a club of some sort, like a book club or anything like that. It's it's a lot, but if you want to make friends, you have to put yourself out there. It's the same way of like dating. You have to put yourself out there. And then from there, you have to keep reaching out. I also think that if you get the hint of like someone really doesn't like you multiple times, it's okay to move on from that person. You know? Not everyone fits in everyone's lives. Just don't overcorrect, like go to a strip club or an axe throwing bar if you've never done something that extreme. I mean, you could do that. You could go to an axe throwing bar because that is getting out of your comfort zone, but don't go in there and act like you always do it because then you're already showing up fake, you know? Know your limits. Know your limits. If it sounds exciting and like you have interest in it, go and check it out. You know? What about an axe throwing strip club? Like, is that your new job? Be honest. Be honest. Be honest. Is that your new job? Be honest. I hate my job because I do not want to miss this, but I got to be present in a meeting that could be an email. That's totally fine. We'll be here and the VOD will be up. The VOD will be up. You can't make me answer that. And I won't. I would never make you answer it. I'm just saying this is a safe space. This is a safe space. You don't want to make friends in a disingenuous way because then it's an act and you have to explain. Exactly. You can, however, push your boundaries than you normally would because that's also part of friendship is growing. You know? Like you don't need to go into a space and pretend like you've always been there. But if you have interest in it, you can have interest. In fact, if you're going to a place and there are friendly people around, a lot of people like talking about their interests. So if you have questions, yes, you might have some people that'll be like, yeah, no, it's just this, whatever. But there are some people who are like, oh, yeah, no, you just do this. Oh, is it your first time? Oh my gosh, yeah. If it's your first time, you should definitely try this or this. And like just spark that conversation, you know? You don't have to have knowledge for people to have interest in wanting to like connect with you. In fact, getting people to talk about their interest makes them feel good, you know? If someone wants me to go camping though, they aren't my friend. I wouldn't ask you to go camping. I would do that by myself. Hard to believe, but a little over a year ago, Kat and Mika had learned to play hockey for the first time. We all start so yes, we're coming up on 2 years. 2 years of learning how to skate. And it's had such a massive impact. This is my problem in my old age. It has become yes. To leave the house and commit to an activity. But the thing is like when I'm saying this thing, like you gotta do this. Y'all, you gotta do this. You do. But also, like, you don't have to do it all the time. It's just one of those, like, commit to trying something new. Commit to being like, one day this month, one day this fucking month, I'm gonna go out. And you know what? Plan a date day for you where you do something new. Like, you go to a coffee shop and then the library and then this and like you just get out of the house and do more things and try to just like you don't even have to talk to people but like give a stranger a compliment. Like you cannot make a friend, you cannot make connections if you do not interact. You know what I'm saying? You can't connect. There can be no connection without a reaching hand of some sort, you know? Kat, did you know you technically contributed to me meeting my girlfriend? No! Also, what I'm hearing is I should go to puppy yoga on Sunday. Absolutely, you should. And then you should tell me all about it. Please. I want to do puppy yoga so bad. So bad. Someone that I randomly spoke to on a whim at the Pokemon card show thing apparently popped up as a mixologist at a local bar. I don't really drink, but I might go in for a mocktail and try to chat. Yes! And mixologists can also make really sick mocktails. Like, yes! So whoever Anonymous is, unfortunately, the answer to this is that you have to get out of your comfort zone. And for a lot of us people, especially us who are highly on the internet, chronically on the internet, it is very hard sometimes to leave your house. But unfortunately, you do have to. So what I would do is I would find something you have interest in so that you can go out to that thing that you have interest in and you can at least have something to focus on. And then from there, you reach out to the other people that also have interest in that, you know? Get out there. I've never been on the internet. What is the internet? This is Rob. He's here all the time. Rob, this is MJ. He's also here all the time. Yes. Hey, you guys probably recognize each other. I met her in my roller dancing classes, so I wouldn't have met her if I hadn't started roller skating. Wait, that's so cute! Yay! Ah! I take out my phone and it's just a picture of your face. Yo, this is Tasha. She requested to come along. Whispering Cat on and I on FaceTime. One on phone, one on laptop. And I'm just like, puppy. So thank you for your question. I hope that gave you some answer. If not, someone can go back in there and be like, no, like really, I need specific, you know, like feel free to go back through the link. All right. Here's the next one. I can't stand you for one moment. So stupid. All right. See, with the long ones, I have to like actually format it. Don't worry. If we do this again, this is all we are here for, to try to like learn as we're going. You're so dumb. Sorry, you'll see why I'm laughing so hard in a one moment. Okay. Okay. Here we go. I think this fits. Let's say I was a Twitch mod for a streamer. Let's call them Bat Scratch to keep them anonymous. How would I, Dracnotics, fake name for anonymity, defeat them in Mortal Kombat? I can't stand you. Wow, what a good question. Well, I wish I knew who asked it as well. But don't worry, they did click that they want their username attached. They did put all of this anonymously. They said fake name for anonymity. Yeah. But then do they want their username attached? And it says Draconics. So I really don't know who submitted this one. It's yeah, I don't know who submitted this, but it is a very good question. If you were to try to defeat the streamer you mod for, Bat Scratch, that's what a dumb name. Dumb name. If Dracnotics wants to defeat them, I do highly recommend befriending them and then stabbing them in the back when they least expect it. Thank you for your question. We'll really never know who this was. That was a really good question, though. Who's this Bat Scratch? Must be a really bad, but yeah, they sound like a horrible, horrible person. I hope the question asker is in chat. Yeah, I hope that they really got what they wanted from this. Oh, actually, I just remembered, like, the best way to defeat your streamer in Mortal Kombat is to give them so much money. Because then if they have so much money, then they'll be weighed down and then they'll be easier to attack. So, that's my recommendation. Wait, now I have another one. I have another one. Jack, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. That's so crazy. What wild timing. That's wild. I wonder who could have submitted that. That's crazy. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. Wow. So, like, Drac is just showing what that person would need to do. Oh, it just is gonna show everything. Okay. Let me do this. And then we'll transition that. And then we'll go here. There we go. All right, everyone. We have another good old long one. We've got our best minds on the case. We'll figure it out. All right, we have another big one. This one looks really important as well. And they're asking for advice for their friend. So, hypothetically, everyone, if my friend constantly feels like a burden and doesn't want to bother people, even though they desperately want to have hang time because she gets ignored in a lot of group chats for some reason, how do I go about that? How do they go about that? This is a very good question. This is a very good question. So, to the silly hobbit that asked this, for your friend exclusively, I would say part of that is the this person sounds really hot and cool, actually. Yeah, and super talented. Now, and while I would love to say mentally stable, not one person in this community is. So, okay. So, if you feel constantly like a burden, that I think is where we need to start in this, okay? Because if you are a burden, people have chosen to allow you to be a burden. You cannot be a burden. You know, like you can't. Friendship is not a burden. So, I also think that in the gets ignored a lot in group chats, I'm going to be speaking up here because I think a lot of people right now are hitting a spot where they have been too connected to things, and so now they're dropping off completely from other things. I'm one of those people where I've been far too connected on everything, and now I'm dropping everything because there's been too many years of being 24/7 connected. And so sometimes they are getting ignored, but it also might not them being actually ignored. It could be someone checking out from things, but because from your perspective or their perspective is getting ignored, because that is technically what it is, from the other person's perspective, they're just trying to take a break and they haven't had the spoons to respond, you know? This person sounds like they have a really cool rogue streak in their hair. Only the sexiest do, so. I love you know I'm extremely stable. I'm at a constant stable level of panic every day. It hasn't changed even slightly. But also I think that you shouldn't feel like a burden. I don't think anyone should feel like a burden in their friendships, and if you do feel like a burden, I just got a message saying that their person meant group chats by like 4-person group chats. Yeah, no. I'm in a couple 3 to 4, yeah. But it when everyone is kind of checked out, it is bad. It is bad. But let's do what I do and keep talking. Or don't talk. Sometimes it's a one-sided conversation. I'm just going to keep spamming. Until you leave the chat, you're getting my silly little memes, bitch. I would like to say to your friend, they're not a burden to me, so they're no problem. I just sent messages. No response? Oh, it's still my turn. Okay, got it. I see I still have the speaking stick. I will say, yes, if people are making you feel like if people are making your friend feel like they are a burden, they need to go to different they need different friends. Which then we go to the very first question and we go and do hobby things, and then we find new friends and we have a lot of fun. Also, maybe a hot take, be a burden. Helping my friend is the only way I know how to show love. Oh, also, yeah, going back to that. Friendship is inconvenient. Friendship is inconvenient. It just is. Friendship is inconvenience. If you are doing something and you feel like... Also, wait. In this for your friend feels like a burden because they don't want to bother people. The bothering the people is to have hangout time. That doesn't sound bothersome to me. That doesn't sound like what a fucking bitch. Oh my god, you want to hang out with your friends? You fucking asshole. So, if you guys ever feel like this, reach out to your friends and also be honest. Sometimes you can only send so many, hey, I feel really unconnected and would love if we did a weekly check-in or like a call or something message. True. However, the people that I know who have done that and you just keep getting nothing, that's a hint to move on, I think. I personally would say like, hey, we've clearly done this song and dance. When they want to do the thing, it's in their court now, unfortunately, and I'm going to have to move and try to do things with others, I think. Because even if they, like, it's one thing if they're not aware of it, but if it is something that has happened multiple times, then it sounds like either they don't know how to be like, hey, they don't know how to say no, or like they don't know how to cut things off or whatever. And if that's the case, or maybe they really are going through it, but even when you're going through it, that means eventually you have to step up. Like, even if the other side is like, hey, I'm going through it. When I'm going through it, yeah, I drop off the face of the earth. But then when I come back, I'm like, hey guys, sorry about that. I'm back. I'm back. They don't know how to say no. Ha, 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 ha. Anyways, if this is about me and you want to hang out, you let me know. I'm down to hang out. I'm just really bad at planning things. Today, a Thursday, staring at my Thursday check-in message that I sent with yet again no reply. I think you leave the ball in their court. I think you leave the ball in their court. I think it's no longer your responsibility. Genuinely, I think it is no longer supposed to be. This was absolutely about the two girls. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. No. The ball's in their court. And if they, for some reason, have an issue and don't want to do stuff with you, especially, and I know that this is so fucking cliche, their fucking loss. Genuinely, their fucking loss. And yeah, that doesn't make it feel any better for you, but so truly, without having your greatness in their life, they will be so fucking miserable. And if they are not going to give you the kindness and everything that you deserve, they fucking deserve to be miserable. Sometimes you can do a jokey format, but I'm like, no, I need it. Yeah, no. See, if ever you want to give me more information to make it a little bit like get me more on the same page, genuinely, if it's hard to say, like, don't feel like a burden, right? But you shouldn't feel like a burden, but that's just something that you have to work on. Don't feel like a burden. And even if you do feel like a burden, good friends, even if you're being a burden to them in that moment, will understand friendship as like, hey, that's part of friendship. That's literally just part of friendships, you know? And so if you are continually trying to check in You have tossed the ball in their court so many times, they have to throw it back. You don't have many more balls to throw their way. If they want to play the game, they have to throw it back. Same lesson for my dog. If she wants to keep playing, she has to bring the toy back, you know? So, yeah, I would say if you've done your due diligence and you've tried, all right, time to try something else. Time because no. You've given them enough energy. Time for them to return it. That's what I have to say. Mwah, forehead kiss. But dodge it if you don't want it. Pow. Friendship is very much a give and take thing. And it's not always going to be equivalent giving and taking. And it's cyclical. And it's just, it's like a relationship. It's not always going to be like sunshine and rainbows, right? You go through hard times with your friends. Dodge if you don't want it. Pew, pew. No kiss. No kiss. That's what my dog does sometimes. Fucking rude as hell. But yeah, genuinely. And this obviously was pointed at Tasha's friend. But for any of you, really, because I assume that many people have very similar questions and or experiences. And sometimes, I don't know what other questions are in here, but I do think it's very important to enjoy your own company. And when you enjoy your own company, then it gives you a little bit more freedom to navigate these kind of things, because then you're like, look, I'm good by myself, but I would love to have you added into my life, you know? Like I want us to connect, but if you don't want to connect, you can't do anything. You can't do anything about that. And sometimes you'll just have a friend that like, you're like, everything sucks. And they're like, yeah, everything fucking sucks. And you just go back and forth and being like, everything fucking sucks. And it happens. And you're not always going to be 100% perfect friend. I'm definitely not. You can ask my friends. I fucking suck. But I do try. I do fucking try. As a people that is a friend to at least one person, I'd be upset if that friend didn't let me sit in the mud with them. Let me sit in the trenches with you. I'm here for you in the good and the bad. Yeah, I agree. But also, because I am the person that will sometimes shut down. And it's not that I don't want you to sit in the trenches with me. I just do better and can actually process stuff when I'm alone and like have no other outside anything, right? Because like as soon as someone else outside, even if it's someone I love, comes in and is trying to be like, that sucks, yeah, oh, let's sit in this. It almost overstimulates me. That's not even the right word, but it feels overwhelming. So I'm like, I can come out and then tell you, but sometimes it's really, really hard for me to do that because I'm like, I need to take this moment for myself. Like I need to not exist at all. I also very much understand that distance is a big point here for IRL friendships in a way that online friendships don't have distance as an issue. Oh, yeah. But that's the thing too, is like friendship has changed so much as we grow up because there's different ways to connect. There's this huge distance and or whatnot. And some people are more online and some people are more IRL. And it's like navigating that is fucking hard. It's hard. And let's be honest. Yes. Hanging out with your online friends versus your IRL friends. Even in person, get them in person, very different dynamics, very different. It's very different. 100% I respect that. I just meant that it's important to communicate that you are at your limit so that I know if I come and sit next to you or you drop off the Facebook link, you're starting to, yes, true. And I do try to remember to like let my people know that shit, but totally agree. I think we're on the same page on that. An ad is in progress right now, so I will let the ad play out before we switch to the next one. Unfortunately, love hunkering down and becoming a hermit to deal with my shit. Yeah, it's just, It's also just, like, the fastest way to deal with my shit sometimes. And the other one, maybe it's uncomfortable, I don't know, but it just doesn't feel like it works as well, especially in certain things, because it's like uh-oh. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. Thanks, my friend has written everything down. Oh my god, I'm so glad we could help your friend out, and by help your friend out, I mean, I just want everyone to be in good friendships, and those are hard to find sometimes, and this is even coming from someone who's just, like, not always the best of friend. I try, but I know that I suck ass sometimes, especially when it comes to, like, connecting and doing stuff. But we gotta try, you know? You gotta try! Sometimes I just wanna be able to drop off a little treat that I know you like a cat with a dead bird and dip out just to remind you that I'm here and say I mean, that's yeah. No, that's true. That's true. And that is always really nice, especially if, like, you're a close by friend, yeah. As an adult, I understand not always being able to properly schedule physical get-together with pals. When we can't just meet up, I like to suggest a simple online get-together for an hour or so to still see them. Sometimes, though, we just can't make it work, but I have communicated that I have made this effort. I trust that you will make the next yeah, yeah, yeah. Even just reaching out being like, "Hey, you tell me when you're free next and we'll figure it out." It's really hard. Time is rough, especially cuz like everything is buying for your time. Work takes up so much of people's time, and then not only that, but then it also takes up their mental. So it's like you're trying to do all this stuff, but like a lot of people after work, they're like, I can't even think of my own name right now, you know? So being adult is rough. It's rough. So these are good questions. These are really, really good. I also think it's hard when you see folks with friendships that you admire but look so different than the friendships you have. So I feel like the cliche comparison is the thief of joy definitely applies to different friendship styles. Yes, agreed. But it's also important to know that, like, if you're seeing a friendship from an outside perspective, you're still not seeing everything. You know? Like, obviously, Mac in its entirety, fantastic, phenomenal. We are best friends. I love them to the ends of the earth. That does not mean that all of us have been perfect friends the entire time of our friendship, right? There are so many different times where one or both or two or like just all three of us will kind of like dip out and come back and all that stuff. Not dip out and be like, we're not friends, but like there's different efforts put in and it's just like we all have flaws. We've all got flaws and it's just how do you work with that? And you never want to emulate someone else's friendship or relationship or anything, but you can see certain qualities that you like in those things, right? Ashley went bald and she didn't even warn me. Like, who does that? No. But it's also in friendship learning how to work with each other. And I don't know about you, but like I'm pretty aware of most of my flaws, but I also know my friends' flaws, right? I also know my friends' flaws. And they know my flaws. And we love each other despite our flaws, but we also know that there's certain things that we are bad at. We are very, very bad at. And one of mine is that I just like will shut down and I'll just disappear. And sometimes you won't hear anything from me. And then I'll just pop in and be like, hey, still alive. Fortunately or unfortunately, you know, but yeah, there's going to be a lot of different hard times. And I'm sure we haven't had every hard conversation we'll ever have yet, but we've been through a bunch, you know? But yeah, but you guys don't see really our hard times here, you know. Also, I'm not trying to say that like you were looking at our friendship and like admiring, but that's the friendship that is present for many of you. So I'm just using it as an example. But like, y'all don't see when we have hard conversations. Y'all don't see when, you know, one of us kind of drops off and we only hear during the Mac time, you know, like there are times where literally We maybe did not talk the entire week, and then we just show up on Mac Day, and everything's fine, right? We're all good, but it's like, that's just friendship. Like, it's not always perfect, but if you're willing to kind of, like, push through and try different things, like, yeah. Yeah. We are not the perfect friendship. I think we are fantastic, phenomenal friends, and I love them with my entire ass. And one day I hope we all live very close to each other and can do that whole like best friend living everything. But like, we have our flaws too. We have our flaws when we're not all 100% like in line, you know? So it happens. It happens. But I wouldn't trade it for the world, so it's still a fantastic friendship, even with whatever flaws we have. But it's just very important to remember that what you do see, you're seeing very good moments. You're seeing a lot of good moments. You'll see us, every now and then get a little bit rickety, but you never see like a bad moment between us. We're never good. I don't think we've really had a bad moment, but like you don't see like the harder moments in our friendships. I could see Mac in nursing home scene racing wheelchairs. That'd be so fun. I love my friends because of their flaws. Their flaws made them who they are, and I love that person. And like you can see people's flaws and you can see what they need to work on. And like I have things to work on, Mika has things to work on, Ashley has things to work on. Like it's just, and that's why we don't see Silver chain together gameplay. Yeah, that we tried that. Didn't work. We've never played that sober ever. But yeah, no. I think hopefully I answered questions and that and whatever. I hope I'm making sense. Okay. Next up. Career shit and reassurance that I can survive this hellscape that is the attack on climate and weather. Literally just need something to make me chuckle. It's rough out here, bro. Want your username attached? You know it's Leaves. You fucking know it's Leaves. What do you mean? What do you fucking mean? Struggling to make friends, I read and learned a lot about how to avoid red flags like narcissism, because once I'm attached to one, it's time consuming to get past. Yes, 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 it is. All right. Career shit. Well, one, this is from Leaves. Leaves is, I don't care what anything says. Leaves is so successful in my mind, has done so fucking much, and I think is doing awesome career stuff. Like going out and doing like the camping stuff and teaching children and all that. Like that's so important. That's so freaking important. And you're teaching the important people, the younger kids, you know? Now, what do we do about the attack on climate and weather? This is actually something that I have been thinking about. And as someone who like loves a lot of winter sports, right? Climate stuff, it's scary. It scares me. So, how do we survive the hellscape that is the attack on the climate? Is that we have to attack back. Okay, so we're all gonna build ice rinks everywhere we can. If we build enough ice rinks, it should cool down the planet. Okay? Cool down the planet. And then when you cool down the planet, then, oh, you're joking. And yes, the ice rink will reflect the sunlight. Exactly. And if you put it at the right angle, you can kind of use your ice rink and the sun to navigate the sun in a way that it can shine into CEOs' eyeballs, melt them out of their heads. That would, in turn, I assume, make it so they're not living well. And then we're good. Then everything is fixed because we're pushing the sun away. We're also taking out the CEOs, and there's more ice rinks so everyone can skate with me. I think that makes sense. So you're saying I need to go out in the sun in shorts to help reflect the rays for the climate? Yes, exactly. Make sure you are using your sunscreen. Slap .ai onto your ice rink climate tech company's name and you'll be rich, cat. Oh my god! I can't wait. I'm going to be so rich. Ah! I'll do it if I have to. I'll last maybe 40 seconds. Oh my god, you sound like men. Didn't that one football stadium try the whole sunray beam thing? The Dallas Cowboys, you know how their fucking stadium is made and the sun just goes in the window directly in a player's eyes like dumbasses. If we all just line the earth in mirrors, we will shoot them darn rays. Oh. The Medusa effect kind of thing. You got to point it back out. You got to, you know what? Wait, Labes, are you busy? Labes, are you busy? We have ideas. Fellow outdoor educator, I think that's what I heard. No, it's rough out here for all of us. Literally may not get our funding to do the program that literally has employed us during the school year. Over here, sending hugs. Yes. Yes. I'll be honest, I don't have a real answer for this because I'm also in that how do we survive the hellscape that is what we are existing through. However, I genuinely appreciate everything that every outdoor educator, every climate person, every scientist out there does. And I hope that this whole like overthrow the government thing happens faster because we need to get back on that, you know? Feeling this same way, except with the library. Yup, it's getting dire and it's really gross and it's really unfortunate. I will continue to say to if you want to support your fellow educators, your library, your outdoor places, your national parks and everything, go out. Get out. Do the uncomfortable thing. Get out and go to these places. We can talk about how much we love them, but if we don't go out and show them love, then they just keep fucking them over anyways. Know what? I had a thought the other day, and I think it was because of a video on TikTok or something. And it was like, can you imagine what this land would look like if it would have never been colonized? Like, if America was never colonized, if corporations never popped up ever, if we just stayed like, it'd be so beautiful. The land would be so gorgeous. We do really need to eat the rich. Look, it's probably cheaper than what you're trying to get in the freaking grocery store. Some of us are nonprofits, and if you're looking to make adult friends, we host adult guided hikes, outdoor yoga, etc. for low prices. Wait, that sounds like so much fun. Yes, okay, so make a note, everyone. Look into your local programs, your local outdoor places, your local library. Find some things to do. We're going back to the support your community. If you connect with your community, you will make friends. You'll make friends. You have to talk a little bit. We have to talk. You do have to communicate to make friends and connect at all. You have to communicate, which might be the hardest part. I do also recommend that if you are going to communicate, never ever go, oh my God, I'm so awkward. This is so awkward, because that just made it awkward. Never point out that you're awkward, because you're probably not that fucking awkward. Just don't do it. Don't make people more aware of how awkward it is. That's fucking awkward. This is so awkward. Well, it's about to be. When people hit you with the, oh my God, this is awkward. I didn't think it was until you just said something. All right. Bam, 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 bam. Next. I'm like so bad at this. God Damn it. I think we're doing really well in the some real, some super real, aspect of this today, and I think that's really good. I think that's really good. Mentioning this may be awkward is so no offense, but yeah. Basically. Okay. I'm looking to start a crypto. No advice needed. I just wanted to know if you want in on the ground floor. Mother boredom. No, I do not want in on the ground floor of your crypto adventures. Mother to the moon. No. I can't stand you. Just tell us the username. It's Mother Boredom, because Mother has been my friend for almost 10 years now. My God. My God. Mother's been around, I think, longer than Moogles has. I think we've known each other longer than Moogles and I have known each other, which is crazy. Crazy. Can't stand you. So dumb, so dumb, so freaking dumb. I love my friends. All right. Next. All right. Here we go. This honestly could be anyone. I've spent an ungodly amount of money on Labubus. Please help me stop giving Pop Mart my money. I can afford it, but I can't stop. Is it too late to submit a request for advice? No, feel free. Feel free, feel free. We're on 6 out of 16 right now. This one was submitted anonymously. Anonymously. I would say that, see, for me, it's like, I love the things that you can buy, but I also get stressed out if I have too many things, So, I was gonna say Mika, but maybe, but it's anonymous. It is anonymous. This could be many different people. I know of many different people in this community that this could be about, This reminds me of that drill tweet where their budget was like $4,000 on candles per month. Like, please help. My family is dying. It's like, well, maybe stop buying so many candles. Hello? Hello? Spend the money here instead. Yes, if you need a spot to put your Labubu money, there's my tip link. No, I will say, if you legitimately are like, I need to stop, I think it's time to have a little intervention, okay? And yes, we do love our little guys, But I'm gonna guess they're not great for the environment. I'm gonna guess that it's really just running into the capitalist ploy and everything like that. If we really want to talk down, there's probably a lot that's bad about them. However, they are making us happy. And in this hellscape of a year, that we kind of need it. However, if it is actually becoming a problem, think of different ways that you can use that money, or put that money away. Every single time you want to buy a Labubu, put that amount of money away into like a trip fund, and then go on a wild trip somewhere and go buy a Labubu on that trip. Like a really special one. You could like go to Japan and buy a Labubu. Wait, that's so fun. Oh, this one's not from Leaves. This one's anonymous. I'm gonna need you to straight up yell at me. Let's fucking go. I'll do it. Just become a content creator. Dedicate hours of your life to building a community and reputation around the TCG hobby, and then companies will send you. Yeah, trading card. Yeah, I don't know about that. See, I have a condition that my body can't produce its own TCG booster packs, so I have to buy the booster packs that my body needs. Oh, it's like a medical thing. The way I knew you were doing this purely to say go to Japan. If it makes you feel better, I slowly was getting there. I was like, where would have like you could get one in Japan. You could get one in Japan. You could get one in Japan. You just gotta wait for people to not be interested in Labubas and then pick them up at the Goodwill, right? You also have to take a step back and be like, am I buying them because I want them, or am I buying them because they're a trend, because there's a crave about them? Why am I buying them? Because I will say, if they're really making you happy, there's not really a problem in spending, you know? But just make sure you're doing it for the right reasons, you know? You know? No, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, whatever. Are you buying them because you like them or because you like gambling? Exactly. It could be drugs. There is worse to spend your money on. But is this your drug? Oh, this is a real one. Oh my God, this is a real one. Okay, sorry. Let me read over this. I want to make this a real response. Also, everyone, gambling and gamble will be caught by everything. So sorry. Oh, okay. This one's a good. Sorry, I shouldn't look too excited about this. I just like real questions like this and working through them as a group, because this one's important. This one is important. Also, you started with, sorry, this is more real leaning query, and I understand if you want to skip. I do not want to skip. This is a good one, and I think it's a very important one. It is also anonymous. So give me one moment. I am... Okay. This one's a big one, so I am going to read it out loud, but I will put it on the screen. It's going to be a lot, but I think it's important. All right. My partner and I have been together for 3 years, and I fear I don't believe we are compatible long term. I feel really selfish because he has been really supportive of late and has helped me a tad financially because I've been struggling with work and severe anxiety. I don't know how to break things off because I feel bad that I want to, but then I feel bad for staying because I just want him to be happy and find his person because I don't think I'm them even though he believes I am. Which is heavy, and I hate to hit this one. Could also be affecting your anxiety. I kid you not. So before I even dive into this, I'm going to go back. I'm going to walk back to a relationship that I was in. Actually, I've been in a few. And also, it's a little bit harder to break it off when you're like, there's not necessarily something that's wrong. Um, but there was a partner I was with who was not the right partner for me. Um, and this I'm going on the severe anxiety and struggling part. I had an intense migraine for a month straight. Every single day. I went into urgent care to be like, I haven't been able to see for like days. Can you give me that nice little concoction that you stabbed me with to make my migraine go away? It's been horrible. I can't do anything. I feel so sick, whatever. They gave me the concoction of all the different meds that normally will knock you the fuck out, get someone else to drive you home kind of thing. And it did not get rid of an ounce of my migraine. Not even a little bit. They came in and checked on me and they're like, "How are you feeling?" I was like, I'm still in pain." And they were like, "What?" Now, what does this have to do with this? At the end of that month, after a lot of struggling and everything, I decided to break it off with the person I was with. And that was really hard. Um, the next day was the first day I didn't have a migraine in a month. Now, mind you, the relationship that we were in was not like a great what like it wasn't like, "Oh my god, like we're they think I'm the one and everything." It wasn't like as deep into it. But just to say that like being in the wrong relationship can add stress, can have physical repercussions. Now, again, walking back to this, to like your actual relationship, you've been together for 3 years. I would ask, why do you not think that you're compatible long term? Now this is not saying that like maybe you're just trying to get out of it. Maybe it is a good relationship for you. Blah, 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 blah. No, like it is possible that you are not in the right relationship, right? But just because I don't have all of the information, I want to make sure of like, why do you think that you are not compatible long term? Is it that you think he deserves better? Is that what you're thinking? You're like, I'm just not good enough? Because that's not up for you to decide, right? He decides that. However, if you're lacking that connection back to him, like if the real reason is because you don't have the connection coming from your side to him, then absolutely, even if it's hard, it could be better to step out of that if you haven't discussed it. Also, breaking it off is never going to feel good. Like, it's going to suck. It's going to suck. And I would like to I'm just gonna give you that straight up right in the first place. If you do decide to break things off, which you're gonna be the only one to know whether or not that's the right answer for you, it's going to suck. It's going to fucking suck. You guys have been together for 3 years. When you are in a long-term relationship, a lot of your life starts to like meld together and that even if you don't have that love, even if you don't have the compatibility long term, you still had a love for each other. It fucking sucks. But it can be very exciting to find yourself after that. It's going to be hard for a while, probably. But that's the inconvenience. That's the uncomfortability that we have to experience. Yeah, this is big talk territory, and even the best big talks suck. It's not fun. It's not fucking fun. And I would say that the reason I'm questioning here, right, is because you're saying that you don't think that you are the right one for him. But again, that is not up to you if you are the right one for him. That's his choice. That is his choice. The question that you have to ask yourself, is he the right one for you? Right? Because let's be honest, Moosh and I, we'll go big. Let's big talk, baby. Moosh, when I first met him, wanted kids. Like he still wants kids. He wanted kids, but I'm someone that I'm like, I don't know how I was someone who I was like, I don't want kids. I don't know how I feel about kids. And so a lot of the times I would be like, hey, and I still struggle now and then of being like, hey, maybe I should bounce so that you can be happy and like have kids and stuff. Like maybe he deserves to be with someone who's just like ready to pop out babies, you know? But he doesn't want that because he wants kids, but he would want them with me. And if I don't want kids, then no kids are there, you know? If that's what, not that that's the entire thing or whatever, because the world is whatever, but we're generalizing here. So, in me being like, his perfect partner would be someone who is ready to go ahead and have a family with him. His perfect partner is like someone who's going to want to do that. And mind you, we had this talk before we got together, and like I was like, hey, you need to know this is how it's going to be. And now he's at the point where he's like, kids right now sounds like a fucking issue. No. But like, again, it was his choice with me openly being like, hey, if that's what you want, if you want kids right away, I'm not the one. It's not going to work. And I will step out of the picture so you can have your perfect person. And he's like, I already have, sorry. I already have my perfect person. So if I was to step in and be like, well, I'm not his perfect person because clearly he wants this stuff, I would have bounced. But from his perspective, I am still the perfect person. Like, even if I don't want to do those life things right now, like, I'm still that person, and he has still chosen me as his person. I think he's my person. I think he's my perfect person, you know? So, like, for me, why would I then try to bounce out of something that was good for me because I'm assuming he would want something better? Does that make sense? Because just reading this, and of course, I'm just reading the words that are there, so I could be reading them wrong. But it's like, you feel bad because you think he deserves to be happy and to find someone for him, but you don't think that you're that person. But maybe you are. Maybe he's getting that, you know, maybe with the flaws or whatever that you're seeing, you're still his person. Like, he's still down for that. But that would be like a talk thing. Are you thinking that you are not his person because you're realizing that he's not yours? Because from that perspective, it's like, okay, why isn't he the right one for you? Is it one of those things where you need to have a conversation and he needs to do a little bit of changing? And he could do that, like it's a feasible change kind of thing. He's just doing something that he's not aware of maybe. Or is it that you're like, no, you don't fit into the life that I see? You know, I think no matter how this goes about, I think a big conversation is waiting, and it's probably going to suck a lot. So get some tissues and some snacks and all that stuff for each other. But yeah, I think a big talk could help. And figuring it out from your perspective first of like, is it that you're trying to think from his perspective? Is it that you're thinking from your perspective? Honestly, even just communicating like, hey, we've been together for so long, but I feel this way, you know? And in saying that you feel this way, you could ask for a bit of space.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of different options, and it's really just like, what works best for you? How do you want to approach it? And I think that's depending on like where you are mindset wise. I think people change way slower the older they are. And in order to know if they'd change in the direction you want, you'd want to know if their values align with yours. Yeah. And maybe if it's not a value thing, like some people literally do not change because they don't even know that there's a problem because it hasn't been communicated. If a problem has been communicated multiple times, you know, I won't say too many times, but like more than once, then you could start to kind of like, okay, they're not taking this seriously. But I would say that no matter what you go with here, a conversation is needed. Because otherwise, you're just doing the entire planning on your own. And a relationship is both sides, you know? At the end of the day, you need to build up the confidence to talk to your partner and say those exact words with no sugarcoating. Yeah. And that it's going to be fucking hard. I cannot say that lightly. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. But if you can have like a nice place, even like not home, maybe just, well, I don't know. Comfort of your home is probably the best place to have a conversation like that. But just like something where it can be calm and just be like, hey, I just want to say words and I just want to discuss this. I'm not trying to, I just need to get this off my chest because it's just brain worming in my brain, you know? If you're very nervous, you can write out what you want to say and just read that. Yes, I would say still in person, be like, I wrote it down because there's just too many things and you got to get it down. Like 100%. Yes, yes, yes. So thank you, Anonymous. I hope something has helped here. I highly recommend taking your time to write things down, write your thoughts out so that you're not caught in the moment, right? Because also depending on the relationship, right? If you're saying stuff and you're like, you do these things and they're going to try to be like, actually blah, blah, blah. No, keep focused, have it written down, do it in person. And if you're not supposed to be together, if separating is what works out, separating is what works out. If not, staying together, cool, that's good. And give them space to speak too. Yes, make sure you have your spot to say stuff, but they also deserve the spot to say things as well. It has to be a conversation. Ironically, therapy time for me. Have a good session. That was a very good question. Thank you for asking, and I hope something we've said has been helpful at all. Whoever asked. Well, I know who this is. God damn it. I love reading each one, and each one I just go, God damn it. Sending so much comfort to that person. We are wishing you good luck. I hope you are able to have that conversation. I hope you are able to feel better after having some sort of conversation or talk and kind of figure out, you know, where you're at, because that's also important. All right. I don't know if our person is here right now. This has been submitted by Eggs Ruined for Life by Darby. Not exactly news, but wait, I popped in midway through, but that was my question, and I appreciate all y'all's advice, and sorry for that. Do not apologize. Do not apologize. You are so golden. You are so good. It was a very good question. It was a very, very good question. And I think it's one of those things that it doesn't, though it was obviously specific to you, you're not the only person that's in that situation, you know, or like has experienced that. So it was a very good question, and I hope it helps a little bit. I hope anything that I said or chat, the smarter version of me has said, helps out. You've got this. You've got this. You are loved. Now on the same note, obviously, not exactly news, but my coworker eats hard-boiled eggs, shell on with a spoon in a bowl at her desk, and we're about to share an enclosed office again. Currently, we're on opposite sides of the building, but that's about to change. Send help. We have to share a cubicle chat. I cannot. No. Wait. You went from different sides of the building to sharing the cubicle? No. Bring tuna fish. Just bring the smell. Have it be a smelly off. But you'll have to eat the tuna fish with the scales on. That's actually insane. In defense of the coworker, no, Higgy, we will not be defending the coworker. Time to develop an egg allergy? Dude, that's crazy. Yes. How do you feel about eating whole fish like a pelican? You just have anchovies? Oh. Oh. What do you do? Okay. So, first, I would say shell on with a spoon is fucking insane. Okay? We need to talk about it. We need to talk about it because also, even just like bringing boiled eggs to work is a risky one. Like, that's like with shell is diabolical. That's bam bam yeah, uh-huh. In all serious, how close are you? Like, are there vibes other than this okay? Yeah, yeah, yeah. In reality, other than that, like, are they normal? Are they decent? Or are they like, are they older? Are they young? I can't even picture the kind of person that this is. No, they are not normal. Fantastic. Awesome. 40s maybe? Okay, I do. This is gonna. Are they? I can't imagine this being okay if you are, but like, are they autistic or something where they have like a special food for them? I, most autistic people that I know in my life would absolutely lose it if that was the meal. But you know, they're eating the, yes, they're eating the shell, Freya. They're not normal. They're in their 40s. Is anyone in their 40s normal? I don't want to assume, but they have zero social awareness. So maybe this is ukulele person too. Oh. Actually, wait, I have a genuine fix. Let's go. Let's go. Please, please, please. Have you checked if the FBI is looking for any serial killers in your area? I think we need a lot more context for this one. There's so much going on. Say that the office needs to have air purifiers because HVAC is inadequate and that will help absorb the smell. You're whack. Honestly, yes, you could say like, hey, if this is how it's gonna go, if this is how we're sitting, you need to update the HVAC because I can't. That's no. Have you talked to like a manager about it? That just seems crazy. Tasha? Tasha, I can't believe that that's what you sent in saying you had a genuine fix. I can't believe you said I have a genuine fix. Send them to New Zealand. I have a genuine fix. Ship them to a different country. Managers know, but since other people eat at their desk, it would be targeting. Yes, but I think can they put out a memo of like being aware because like I know that there's sometimes people literally do have like reactions to foul smelling food and everything. So I wonder if there's a way that they could be like, "Hey everyone, be aware of what you've brought. Like don't bring you have to be respectful to the people around you." Cuz that's crazy. Cuz they do it every day, right? They eat boiled eggs shell on every day. 8:15 8:15 a.m. It starts your day. Fight them. Fight them. That's the fight them. You are allowed to eat like that if you can beat me in battle. That is the only way. 'Cause no. So if anyone has any Dwight Schrute level pranks that won't get me fired, DM me, egg their desk. That'll get you fired, but I think it's worth it. Oh, Wisp. Oh, Wisp. Look, they're about to be in the same cubicle, Wisp. Bum, bum, bum. At 8:20, I'm crop dusting the hell out of them. Gonna take napalm, make napalm look like a breeze. Wait, they fart! Honestly, make their time rough to eat the eggs where they won't enjoy it. Febreze it. Like, as soon as they open the eggs, just start Febrezing. 'Cause do you know how nasty it is to eat something while also breathing in Febreze? Like, you have to do spray Axe. You have to do something that's definitely, like, disturbs their consumption of it. Get a plant on your desk and use cow manure as fertilizer. How is that gonna help Darby? Darby still has to be next to that plant too. That's actually a very important question. Well, it doesn't change anything, but how many eggs are they? They're eating 2 eggs with shell every day. We're not wishing death on anyone. That's crazy. That is crazy. I just don't. The puking thing may be the way to go. Honestly, yeah. If you at some point, like, you smell it and it's too overwhelming and it hits, I would throw up. I would throw up and be like, I'm so sorry. I can't do the smell of eggs. I'm so sorry. Because then you also don't look like the bad person. Because it looks like you've tried and you were trying to hold it in, but then you threw up. And then they're going to be like, oh my God, I didn't know my eggs would make you throw up. I think the joke slap, but in all seriousness, have you told them? I think you guys just had a talk the other day, didn't you? That's crazy, dude. Oh God, this one's a fun advice one that I'm not sure how to help with. Might have missed that fact. I think we didn't talk about eggs. I publicly shared a report that they did and how wrong it was. Okay. I honestly, especially if you're gonna be in the same cubicle, maybe talk to them and just be like, hey, I have a big sensitivity to, like, egg smell. So this ain't gonna happen. 'Cause, like, that's not a lie either. Like, you are very sensitive to it. It's fucking stinky. Guys, I think it's gonna storm today. It's looking stormy. All right, we have our next. Being vulnerable here, all I could eat for weeks was eggs before I had a miscarriage, and eggs remind me of that time, and it's really hard. So could you eat them somewhere else? Wait, I can use that and not even really lie. True. There we go. Crowdsource it. See, this is why we have community. All right. Next question from Anonymous. Hubby and I are trying to get pregnant and I have to cut caffeine. How do I survive? Please send help and coffee. Me, someone who delayed my stream so I could make coffee. We've got this. Okay, let's work together, everyone. Let's work together. I have the answer. Oh, God. Tea exists. Tea also has caffeine, though. I think the question is what do I do for that caffeine thing that's gonna fuck me up? Is the form still open for submissions? It is. It is still open, and we'll get to as many as we can, and whatever we don't get to, we'll still be sitting there for next time we want to do it. So you just cold turkey it and then start drinking flavored waters and seltzers. Yes, yes. It is storming. It just thundered. Yay! Okay. Yes. So for caffeine and stuff, when I was cutting that out, I had to mix up some drinks with like bubbles in it. So like if you are having like lemonade or whatever, put some sort of like sparkling water in it, make it fun for your brain. There are teas with low to no caffeine. Yeah, I know, but they're just going like caffeine. And tea is not that exciting, you know? There are some chai mixes. Yeah. Uh-huh. Also, my friend just had a baby. Please talk to your doctor. You may be able to have very low doses of caffeine. Yeah. Obviously, if you're getting pregnant, talk to your doctor. Like if you're attempting to get pregnant, maybe they've told you to cut caffeine. I don't know what it is. But yeah, legitimately, try to ease off with some. One moment. It's a big boom. I'm gonna make sure everything's working real quick. Because it just sounded like a big boom. And now our AC sounds like it's running weird. We'll see. It's okay, Papa. It's okay. Yeah. I know plenty who were recommended to cut caffeine entirely. Yeah. Some people are like, oh, you can have low. Others are, you can have none. Again, listen to your doctor, obviously. Yes, I do think that hubby should cut with you so that you can have support. First time chatter, what is going on with this streamer and their hubby? They trying to get some baby. But yeah, you could also wean yourself if the coffee taste is what hits for you, decaf. If you're just trying to have like she's gonna bark a lot. I'm so sorry. It's rumbling. Lou, come here. Come here, Baba. I don't want it to be a loud storm. I don't want it to. Hey. Thanks, first time. I'm super new here. Okay, we don't need to bark. We don't need to bark. Barking necessary. It's got such a lady bark. She's such a good lady. It's okay. Ooh. Oh yeah, it's loud. But yeah, decaf can hit, especially because like sometimes like you still get the taste of coffee. Also, yes, it's true. Make sure that your husband is also taking it seriously, eating better, cutting the caffeine, all that stuff, because the little swimmers affect a lot. The husband's health affects a lot. So, if you have to try, they have to try. But yeah, wean yourself slowly, and then if you're, like, just craving, like, fun drinks, I always just, like, try to add, like, bubbles with, like, a sparkling water into juices and fruit juices and stuff to make it more interesting for my brain, if that makes sense. But also good luck! Good luck, good luck! We got another one! I think this one's a real one as well. Suck on coffee beans, sniff them. I don't know. Osmosis exists next to freshly brewed coffee. Just sit in coffee shops and sniff. Sorry, I'm trying to get pregnant. They're like, you're a little weird, aren't you? And that's when you hit them. It could be worse. I could be eating eggs with a shell on it, huh? Okay. Okay. Maybe consider that before you start insulting me next time. Harsh. All right, let's go. This one's from Anonymous. I haven't been to the dentist in several years now, and my teeth are in horrible shape. Thanks, Dad, for the bad teeth genetics. I'm scared to go in case they tell me they're beyond repair and I end up toothless at 29. Any advice for moving past dentist fear? This is not going to be the answer that you want. Originally not going to be the answer that you want, but we will get through stuff. It will just get worse if you don't go in there. So the longer you wait, the higher chance, of them needing to do something. However, New Zealand, I have an answer. Go to New Zealand. Men's health is also important. Don't give your woman morning sickness. Take care of your sweat. Exactly. So for this one, I would say that go in. It's okay to cry at the dentist. You are not the first nor last person to do it. Be honest with your dentist and tell them that you are nervous and that you are anxious. Legitimately, my best approach to everything going out there, even if